With regards to the second question, and that is, when did the name Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala originate? Actually, the name Allah is eternal. All of Allah's names are eternal. We shall learn this in Aqidah 2. We're going to do Aqidah 1 in November. Aqidah 2 is the future class. That's about the names and attributes of Allah. All of Allah's names are eternal. So Allah Azza wa Jal was always Allah, and Ar-Rahman, and Ar-Rahim, and Al-Malik, and Al-Quddus, and Al-Salam, and Al-Mu'min. However, He revealed these names at different times in different places, but just because He revealed them in year X doesn't mean that that wasn't His name before. He was always known by all of these names. With regards to the name Allah, this is a name that goes back to the most ancient of religions. And to this day, the Christians and Jews have this name preserved in the Old and New Testament. If you open up the Bible, you find that Allah, their God, is called Eloh and Elohim. And this is Allah and Allahum. So this is something that it goes back to the ancient people. As for the name Khuda that you said, Khuda is actually they say it's a Persian, but it is not even Persian. Persian, believe it or not, Persian and English come from the same root of families. I know this sounds so strange, but if you study linguistics, we call them the Aryanic languages, okay? The ancient Germanic languages actually goes back to the same genus or the same root as Sanskrit and Persian. All of these come from the same tribe of languages. Arabic and Hebrew and Aramaic are different tribe of languages. They're called the Semitic tongues. But English, which is based on Latin, which is based on Old English, and Urdu, which is based on Persian, which is based on earlier Sanskrit, which is based also on the same genus of the Aryan language, is from the same root. And that's why to this day, in Persian and in English, many words are the same. Brother, father actually is the same. Mother, same. In Persian, mother is mother, same thing. So Khuda and God are the same root of English and Persian. Khuda and God, they're from the same root, okay? It's the same thing. If you think about it, it's actually the same root. And many people don't realize this, but the meaning of God, or Khuda, the meaning of God in Old English, which is the English which is over 1,000-something years old, okay? English, we're going to tangent. You will learn actually very fast that when I speak, I go into all these tangents. Very bad habit. Need to come back. Old English, Middle English, Shakespearean English, Modern English. This is how it evolved. Ancient English, the origins of English, right? God or Khuda meant the one who is invoked. This is the meaning of God or Khuda. The one who is invoked. You call out. And the meaning, linguistic meaning of Allah is the one who is called. So in reality, God is the most precise translation of Allah. Because Allah means, linguistically, Al-Ilah, which means the one whom you call out to, the one whom you invoke and make dua to. And Khuda, or God, also means, originally, the one whom you invoke. So in reality, it's the same, and many Muslims feel a problem using the term God in da'wah. In reality, there is no problem at all. We should use this word in giving da'wah. No doubt, when we're giving a khutbah, giving an Islamic talk, no doubt we use the name found in our religion, which is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But Islamically, there's nothing wrong with using the term God when we're talking to non-Muslims about this. Okay. One more question, inshallah, because in my timing it's actually 3 a.m. right now. And so, I'm not in the best of mental capabilities right now. Any more questions?
Was concerning Zabih and me, and the issues surrounding it. I mean, and the ayat in the Quran, Surah Al-Anbiya, where it says you can eat from the meal and kind of like.
Zabih meat is halal according to all scholars.
I mean, I'm talking about like the meat from.
I know. I'm just. Zabih meat is halal. Don't worry about that. Realize this is a fiqh question, and as is typical with fiqh questions, there's always controversy. Therefore, you will find, opinions about this issue. There are actually 3 primary opinions in our times about this issue. The first of them is that you can eat the meat available in North America without any problem. The second of them is that you cannot eat the meat available in North America unless it is dhabiha halal or kosher meat. And the third opinion, I don't know how many of you have heard of this, but this is actually a common opinion in North America, and that is that poultry is permissible, but beef is not. Okay, beef and lamb is not permissible, but chicken isn't. They have their reasonings as well. So the point being, really, this is not an issue where we should be divided over or have any controversy over. There are many scholars who have held these three opinions in our times. And so it's not an issue that is of so great substance that if you hold one opinion and another person holds another opinion, there should cause any friction. If you're asking me personally, I do follow the more conservative opinion on this, and I have researched the issue quite extensively. Actually, when I do the light of guidance, I go into this tangent because we have to talk about sacrificing for the sake of Allah as part of Tawheed. And so when I talk about sacrifice, I go into a tangent and I say, what does it mean to sacrifice for the sake of Allah? And so, in my humble opinion, and perhaps other ulama, I know other ulama have other opinions. I think you also have another opinion, correct? Not to put you on the spot. So your imam has another opinion. Because you're praying in his masjid, you should follow his opinion. Okay? But if you're asking my opinion, then I follow the other opinion, which is that only the meat that has been sacrificed with a proper instrument, with cutting off of the jugular veins and the arteries and the esophagus, and mentioning the name of Allah. Two conditions. You slaughter it properly and mention the name of Allah. And so, in my opinion, when Allah says the meat of Ahl Kitab is allowed for you, what He is referring to is what we call in our times kosher meat. Okay? To equate McDonald's with kosher, in my opinion, is a mistake. Kosher meat is what is halal for us. And I have no problems going to buy kosher. In fact, to be brutally honest, I trust the kosher more than I trust the halal, if you know what I mean. But anyway, so I have no problems buying kosher meat. This is what Allah says is permissible for you. Kosher meat, they sacrifice it properly, and they mention the name of God, and they ask Allah's blessings. God, they pray out to Elohim, and they pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala before they sacrifice. So this meat is completely permissible for us. In any case, it is an issue that I know it affects all of us very deeply and profoundly, because obviously we're living here. But there are opinions out there, and so whatever opinion you follow, as long as you trust the person who gave this opinion, inshallah there is no sin upon you. This is a fiqh ikhtilaf, and it's not an issue where we should fight and bicker and argue over.
We have plenty of halal meats joined with competitive pricing.
Yes, and Sheikh Muhammad Faqih says that you have plenty of halal alternatives here to eat. Some places in America it's very difficult to find halal. Maybe you can be even lenient with them. But in this area, mashallah, so many masajid, such large and beautiful masajid. By the way, you do realize, I don't think there's any other city in North America that has as large and beautiful masajid as you guys do here in Orange County. This is a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that you have such beautiful masajid and such large, so many people come and pray. Typically, in most other cities, there's one masjid like this one. That's it. And even that, this is mashallah a very beautiful masjid too. But there's only one masjid, that's it. Mashallah, you have 5, 6, 7, I heard over here. This is a great blessing from Allah. Likewise, the quantity of Muslims, the quantity of halal restaurants. Why would you want to, أَتَسْتَبْدِلُ الَّذِي أَدْنَى بِالَّذِي هُوَ خَيْرٌ? Are you substituting that which is bad for that which is better? When you have this alternative, really, you should support your fellow Muslim businessmen who have these halal restaurants and avoid these doubtful matters. And keep a pure diet. This will be better for your dua to be answered, because when you eat pure, your dua is answered from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. On that juicy note, inshallah.